Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you for popping along. My name is Scott Edwards, I'm a songwriter. I make YouTube videos like this where I talk about songs, a few vlogs, a few covers and originals, all that other sort of YouTubey stuff. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, click that little subscribe button down below and come and be a part of this community. Today is one of my Let's Have a Look videos, and we're going to have a look at the new Noel Gallagher track that he released today called A Dream Is All I Need to Get By. Okay, so I wasn't expecting to make this video today because I didn't realise that this song was being released today. But yeah, when I saw it was released, I thought, let's make a video. Because it's been a while since I've made one of these Let's Have a Look videos, and this is perfect timing with this new track coming out. Spoiler alert, I do quite like this song. A lot of people won't like it, a lot of people will like it, but that's the same with a lot of Noel's new stuff. It's got people very divided. But I do really like his new stuff. But yeah, enough of that. I'm not getting into all that who likes what nonsense, because music is very subjective and you can like what you like and not like what you don't like and all that sort of stuff. This track is called A Dream Is All I Need to Get By. He has on his Twitter account, not that he runs his Twitter account, there is this tweet that is a quote from Noel Gallagher, and it says, "To my ears it sounds like one of those iconic B-sides by the Smiths, only obviously not as good. A song that was born very quickly, which is always a good sign, like it always existed somewhere, probably Manchester." So there's definitely that Manchester influence in there for this song. I think you can hear the Smiths in there a little bit. Maybe following on from Rattlin' Rose as well. Now, if you haven't seen my Rattlin' Rose video, I'll link it up here. You can go and check it out. Rattlin' Rose was inspired by a song called Colourfield by a Manchester band called The Colourfield. There's a lot of influences taken from that song to create Rattlin' Rose. I think this song kind of carries on from that song a little bit. It's got that same kind of vibe. It's very jangly, very simple, but effective at the same time. And while it is quite different to what you would associate Noel Gallagher with maybe 10 years ago, it's still very Noel Gallagher. And I like that. I like that he's trying new things and he's got new influences. Well, maybe not new influences, but he's adapting those influences to create new things. You talking in your sleep, the secrets you were meant to keep. Some of us need each other. A dream is all I need to get by. Okay, so it is very recognisable as a Noel Gallagher track. Obviously every line rhymes, he does that in most songs. And then there's a lot of repetition as well when it gets into, I think it's the bridge where it goes, "Some of us need it sometimes, a dream is all I need to get by." It's either the end of the verse or the bridge, but it does repeat later on, which makes me think it's a bridge. I'm not too worried about structure and all that sort of stuff. It's very catchy. There's a little bass riff, and he said at the start of the year that he started writing on the bass guitar a lot more. He doesn't have a guitar in his house, so he's writing his songs on his bass guitar, and I think that has given him a new direction because you can try new things and then add new layers on over the top of the bass guitar, whereas when you write on an acoustic guitar you're kind of limited to that rhythm and that pattern that you get into, whereas a bass guitar you can go off in any direction, and it's something new that he's trying, and yeah, I do quite like it. So there's an acoustic guitar, bass, percussion, drums, and the little riff underneath as well. Goes into another verse and another bridge, and then in comes the chorus just here. It's very like 2, 3, 4 toe tap. You can tapping along with your foot. And I do really like this bit where it drops out a little bit. Going into all that Noel and Liam Oasis stuff that I don't want to get into, but this, after the chorus where it breaks down a little bit, kind of makes you think if he's talking to Liam. Probably not, or if he is, he'll deny it, because the chorus goes, "What for the love that got me so high, remember the days that made us feel so alive." So that could be looking back on Oasis. They were at the top of the world, one of the biggest bands in the world at the time, and it made them feel alive. And then the bit that drops out after the chorus, it goes, "And tomorrow when the morning comes, I hope that you can walk it like you talk it, son. But now the dream is over and the day is done." So Oasis is over, and he's saying to Liam, "I hope that you can walk it like you talk it. I hope that you can live up to what you're saying." Yeah, I don't want to read too much into that because it's probably not true at all, but it's just something to think about, I guess. This bit does remind me a lot of Rattling Rose and the Colour Field. Builds back up. I do love that little stomping drum beat. So it repeats another chorus, and then the bit that drops out after the chorus before, it kind of builds on top of again, so there's like another dynamic shift to create a little difference in the rest of the song, which I do really like. So this is the bit that was dropped out before, but he's built it up with the rest of the band again. I really like this bit. I really like that sort of stomping drum beat, that do 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 do. There's a lot of songs that I quite like it in. It carries on through here. Is all I need to get. So it repeats, "A dream is all I need to get by." And then for the last verse it drops out again. Another dynamic shift. And it kind of flips the first verse round, so instead of saying "you were talking in your sleep," saying "I was talking in my sleep." And that's the end of the song, with a little outro bit. Which again does remind me of the Colour Field and Rattling Rose. So that is the song. I do really like it. Now, I appreciate a lot of people won't like it, but again, a lot of people will like it. It's all personal preference. Music is very subjective. Yeah, get involved in the comments below. Let me know if you do like the track. Let me know if you don't like it, but I don't want to start a big argument like happened with some of the other ones I did. But yeah, I do really like Noel Gallagher's music at the moment. I like where it's going. I like that he's using a lot of new influences. Well, maybe not new influences because it's the Smiths and stuff like that, but he's kind of taking those influences and making something new that sounds different to what he would have made 10, 20 years ago, which, yeah, I do really like. I think artists should try and challenge themselves and make new things where they can. If Noel Gallagher was making the same music now as he was making 10, 20 years ago, he would still get a lot of haters saying he's not trying anything new. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation for him. He's going to get haters either way, no matter what he makes. But that is all my opinion, just what I think. So yeah, I am going to do a cover version of this when I've figured out the chords eventually. Hopefully I'll get around to that quite soon. Click that little subscribe button if these videos are the sort of thing you're interested in, and come and be a part of the community. I shall see you all soon in the next video.